Hi everyone, this is Marla Petal. I'm the Senior Technical Advisor for Risk Reduction and Education. I'm excited to talk with you today about our common approach to comprehensive school safety that's in the pipeline for submission this year. This approach has been in development in Save the Children for the past 5 years and brings together development and humanitarian concerns to keep children and teachers safe from death and injury in school, to minimize educational disruption, integrate disaster management into school-based management, and promote formal and informal life skills education for risk reduction and resilience. The Comprehensive School Safety Common Approach supports all of our breakthroughs by ensuring that children can learn without disruption, that they survive by preventing death and injury in and on the way to school, and that they are protected from harm by being safe at school and learning lifelong skills to identify, reduce, and respond to hazards and risks of all kinds. Hazard impacts large and small threaten children's right to education and to safety and survival at school, sometimes with sudden and devastating impact, as well as through hidden and slowly growing inequities. Tens of thousands of children and teachers have died at school during major disasters. When schools are damaged or used as temporary shelters, children are left without a place to learn or recover and can drop out of school permanently. It's time to apply the knowledge we have to safeguard education sector investments. The problem is not going away. The average number of disasters is expected to increase by 320% over the next 20 years. Only proactive risk reduction and resilience can protect children's rights to safety and education if we're going to meet the 2030 UN Sustainable Development Goal that all children will learn from an inclusive, equitable, quality education. The CSS Common Approach operationalizes the Comprehensive School Safety Framework. Specifically, it protects children and teachers from harm in schools, plans for educational continuity, safeguards education sector investments, and strengthens risk reduction and resilience through education. Our approach is based on Save the Children's theory of change. Being the voice of children means taking an all hazards, all risks approach and involving children and youth as partners. Building partnerships between education and disaster management sectors with all concerned stakeholders, covering all hazards and risks, is the only way we'll be able to succeed. And we're innovating with a robust research agenda and use of efficient tools for intervention at scale, getting and providing information to schools and delivering capacity-building education using digital tools. The starting points for our common approach involve country office strategy that assesses risks to the education sector and prioritizes incorporating risk reduction. It involves active engagement with partners by facilitating and using the national mechanisms for risk reduction and resilience in the education sector, the ongoing education cluster or task force, and by documenting the operating context in the education sector that we share. We'll align all of our work to the 3 pillars of the Comprehensive School Safety Framework and apply the framework's targets and indicators to check that we and education sector duty bearers are on track. We have an iterative toolbox with many essential guidance materials ready for adaptation. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's infinitely customizable and iterative and will grow with our experience as contributions are made from around the world. This common approach builds on Save the Children's strengths as a global learning organization. Collectively, we will be systematically applying evidence to practice and harnessing our experience to provide practice-based evidence. Every child has the right to an education, to a bright future, and we'll do whatever it takes to safeguard this promise.